Hi, I'm Roger Rowland, founder and CEO of Rapido Robot. If you're like most folks, you're probably looking for more leads. You'd love to have more and better quality leads and faster. At Rapido Robot, we've got just a solution for you. We have the Veloci Lead System. Manual prospecting is dead, and we replaced it with several automations that work for you even while you sleep. We have three areas in which our system works. First, we have setup, then we have the list generation and validation, and then we have the campaign itself. In our setup, we set up your email accounts such that they're ready to be used for cold email campaigns. There's a very special way you have to set those up. You can't use just any email address, and you should not be using your primary domain to be sending these emails out. So we get that set up properly so that they work best for you. We can talk more about that on a call. Then we generate the lists. So we have what we call the thick lists. This we use automations to go out and find your ideal client profile. So we'll work together to develop your ICP. Once we have that developed, we'll use that to conduct filtered searches, and then we will enrich that information with more information, showing down here in blue. So everybody gets this, the first name, the last name, contact data. But what we do is we go even further and get more information about the person that's going on in their current life, in their current business life and current personal life. And this is normally stuff that they're writing about themselves. So it's very rich information to be used in our campaign later on for both the marketing to them and for the closing the deal. So with this thick list, then we have to verify all the emails on that list. This is very important to ensure deliverability of our domains. If we try to deliver to emails that are not deliverable because they've been shut down, they don't exist, they've got bad form, then that will affect the reputation of our sending accounts and get them banned in the internet. And we don't want that. So we have to make sure we get all the bad emails out of the list to make sure the list is verified, good, and ready to send. And then we do the actual campaign. So we have the cold to close sequence. First, we have to generate an AI icebreaker. So what does that mean? So what we do, and we have shown here in the center here, is a screenshot from one of our automations. So what we do is we actually train the automation with how to open an email with what we call an icebreaker. So we're sending this information in and training the AI how to generate these icebreakers on its own. Then we take the thick list that we developed earlier on and we feed that in to the automation, and the automation generates an email with an icebreaker for each contact on our list. What does that mean? Okay, let's talk about what an icebreaker is. An icebreaker is a small opening to the email that shows to the person reading the email that you've researched that person, and then you took the time to actually sit down and write that person an email. So when they open the email and read this, they believe that you took a lot of time to research them and a lot of time to sit down and write them an email, when in fact, AI did all the work. AI does this for everybody on the list. Whether the list has 10 people or 10,000 people on it on your ICP campaign list, AI was going to generate this opener, this warm opener, to allow the person to think that you personally reached out to them. Then the rest of this is your offer and your call to action, which we can template into each email in a form that sounds smooth and logically flows. Okay, then after we have those emails built, we start the campaign. Start the campaign over here. So we run the campaign, cold to close, and we get responses. As we get responses, then we have our 60-second inbox assistant kick in. The inbox assistant is listening to each of the email inboxes that we have the campaign running on. And as soon as somebody responds with a positive response, they will send back the next step in your funnel, whatever that is. If you want to send them to a page to set up a call, or if you just want to call them directly. But if you get back to them within 5 minutes of them responding, you increase your chances of closing with that person 400%. Okay, so this system will 10x your ROI. If any of this sounds interesting to you, let's book a call. Just go over here. All right, manual prospecting is dead. We replaced it. It's faster than Hunt and Hope. No egos, no drama, no down days for virtual assistants or sales reps, just more meetings that close. So message me or book a call, and I'll explain more in a 10-minute call with you. Thanks.